welcome back to another video. This week is another training week. I'm currently training for the Barcelona half marathon, which is in 3 or 4 weeks at this point. I think it's going to be my 9th half or my 10th, I'm not sure, but that's crazy. And I just thought I'd show you a week in my life of someone who is trying to get fitter, faster and stronger. I didn't really discover or click with fitness, I would say, until my mid-20s. And I'm 29 now, and I want to see how fit I can get by the time I turn 30, which is now in like 2 months, so the time really is creeping up. This week I've just been, well, this morning I've just been cracking on with some work. I really want to get more movement this week, not necessarily exercise, because I feel like I'm doing an okay job of that, but just walking. I don't know, I'm one of those people that's like, I don't really go out unless there's a need to, which is so bad to say out loud. So I'd like to get, I'm not going to set like a step goal, but I'd like to get some more steps in outside of the gym and all that. So to do that, I'm actually taking the slightly longer route to the gym this morning, which still isn't that far, but every little helps. Was that Asda? Anyway, full body day today at the gym. My legs are feeling tired. I did an 11k yesterday, which I had to split into 2 runs because I ate too much and I felt sick. So I did 5k, then I came home, let my food digest more, and then I did the next 6k. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling it today. I'm sore. That was my first double-digit run since the ultra in October. So running really does humble you. Anyway, yeah, that's the plan for this week, and let's make it a good one.
Sit up.
I'm on my repeat, so I think it's like a tempo run or an interval run, and really had to force myself out, I'm not gonna lie. Also, don't look at my eyebrows. The other reason why I haven't really filmed today is because I went and got my eyebrows dyed, and day one they're always a little bit dark, so ignore those if you can see them, thank you. So I've changed my plan to RP rather than pace because I'm feeling really tired today. Well, I'm literally about to come on my period, so instead of not being able to hit the paces and feeling crap 4 weeks away from race day, just going off perceived effort. So the warm-up jog, which is 1.6k, is 4 out of 10, and then my 2 quick reps are 7 out of 10, so 7 out of 10 hardness. Don't know, I just feel like that's a really good thing to do if you are having a week where you feel like you can't hit your paces and stuff like that. So yeah, also I'm really struggling with pacing myself at the minute, like as in running too fast and then getting tired really quick, and I feel like I don't want to keep looking at my watch every 2 seconds to make sure that I'm running slow enough. So if anybody has any other tips on how to pace yourself without having to be like that all the time, then let me know, because I've just been struggling with it recently. I don't know why. I left you yesterday when I just was in the middle of doing my like interval tempo session. I'm not really sure what it was, a speed session anyway. I thought it was going to be a bad run before I'd even set off because I'm due on yesterday/today. So I had already put it in my head that like around that time, usually for me like a week before to the first 2 days of it as well, are really tough, and I feel really demotivated, I feel really low energy, and I just wrote it off. I thought it was going to be really bad. I almost didn't go out and do it, and I've just had too many of those runs over the last 6 weeks where I just haven't done them, and I think that is fine for the most part, but because I am training for something and I want to be prepared as I can on the day, kind of in my head I wrote it off. I was like, this is going to be really hard, I'm not going to be able to hit the paces and blah blah blah. And so I use the training app Runner that I've spoken about a million times so I'm not going to bore you with that today. But one of the really cool things that they do is that you can change your pace to RPE. I think I've spoken about RPE before and I always forget what it stands for, but it's basically to do with your perceived effort. So the session that I did yesterday was 1.6k at a conversational pace, 90 seconds walking. Then we go into 1.6k at RPE 7, and then 120 seconds walking times by 2. And then you finish that off with a 1.6 conversational pace run. So originally, I think the paces it was telling me to hit was like a 6:45 or something like that, which, if you're new here, that is fast for me. So I was like, I'm definitely not gonna be able to do that. So I switched to RPE. So when you change to RPE, it changes the paces. So my warm-up run was RPE 4. So that's like a 4 out of 10 in terms of how it feels for your effort on that day. And then the faster paces were an RPE of 7 out of 10. So, you know, you're feeling that it is quite intense. And I switched to that. And obviously I kind of saw my pace as I was running because I was seeing how long I had left of each set. And I actually ended up hitting the paces, which is crazy. So I thought that was really interesting that I'd kind of taken the pressure off the pace and I actually still ended up hitting the paces. If you have the Runner app to change it to RPE, and you can switch back and forth, by the way, between miles and kilometers, you literally just go on to click on your little initial in the top left and then scroll down to units of measure. And then it's under workout targets and it says running pace or RPE. So yeah, and it's really good because obviously like my effort, what feels like a 7 this week, may be different to how it felt last week. So you're really accounting for how you're feeling on the day and not trying to push a pace that might not happen for whatever reason. And then today, I think is just gonna be a leg session. I do have to do an easy 6K before the weekend, but I think that's gonna be tomorrow because I need a bit of help filming that. Because I have to film part of it for an ad that I'm doing for some period pants, so that's really exciting. So that is kind of it really. In between what you don't see, I'm literally just sat at my desk working or sat on the sofa reading or I don't know, doing something else. That's kind of all I do in my life is run and read and work. But that's kind of how I like it. I decided against the gym today and instead I booked a Pilates class because I have so many credits on ClassPass and I haven't been to a class in months. I feel happy with that decision, but I need a little snack before I go, and I've been seeing this everywhere and it's something I've kept meaning to try but I just haven't. So I've got a box of dates, right? Dates, I don't know what it is about them, but they freak me out a bit. So eating like a date whole makes me feel a bit unwell, but so we're going to put a nice helping of peanut butter in there, and then ideally I would have the salted dark chocolate from Lindt. This is just the normal, this is it. Oh yeah. But this is hitting the spot, I will say that. Pilates done, and I walked home for half an hour rather than getting the tube home. My body's a temple. I have been having an internal battle with myself for the last hour, and that battle is whether or not to go to the gym. I am going to the gym. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do a leg session. I'm not going to bring you because quite frankly, I can't be bothered to find an angle to put my camera, and also just to go through the social humiliation of filming yourself on a Friday night. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do a leg session. I will put my session up here so you can have a look at what I did. I'm using that Runner app as always. And then I'm going to come home and I'm going to relax. I'm going to plan my long run route tomorrow because I've got to run 13k, and I'm going to run, should I tell you now? I'm going to wait. I'm going to tell you in the morning before we set off, but I'm running somewhere fun because I need to motivate myself. I need to motivate myself to get out and enjoy the run. So I'll catch up with you tomorrow. It's the morning, and it's the morning that I told you I was gonna update you on what I was doing. I really don't have long because I'm already running late and I don't want to be late to meet my friend, which I have fear might happen because I'm slow. Anyway, I am running to my favourite restaurant today whilst also doing my long run beforehand. So I'm going to run there 13k at a comfortable pace. So whatever that is today, that's what it will be. I'm going to run a different, well, to be fair, I don't really run this route that often, but I'm going to run through some parks in London and then meet my friend on Charlotte Street, which is just like a street with a lot of nice restaurants on, in like the Soho, Goodge Street area. And I thought I'd bring you along for the ride, just to keep me entertained. But as I said, I must go. I've got to get the tube somewhere first, and then I'm setting off from there. And I'm really nervous, but that is the plan. So we'll go together. Bye, Josh. Bye, Binks. Okay, I'm coming at you now from over 5k in, which means I've got less than an hour of running left, which honestly is like the only thing getting me through is that I've got this last hour, maybe even like 50 minutes now, and then I can eat at my favourite restaurant. Whew. This is supposed to be a comfortable pace, but it's definitely not, just because I'm really scared of being late. So I'm running fairly fast for me for 800 metres and then doing a 200 metre walk, and that's kind of suiting me right now. Sometimes I forget that I live in London because you can just run for a bit and that's literally Bucky P behind me. I'm running late and I hate being late, so I'm like panicking, which is making it hard to breathe. I'm up to 10k, but I know I'm going to feel so smug when this is done. I am running late. I think I'm going to be 10 minutes late, and if I was fitter I would run, but it's me, so I'm going to walk for a bit and I'm going to run in a little bit. I'm almost there. This 13k is almost done. I made it. I mean, I'm 5 minutes late to my reservation, but I beat my friend, so I don't feel bad about being too late right now. But I thought while we're here I would show you what favourite restaurant that we just ran to. Are you ready? Coming at you for my final run of the week, because yes, I did leave my 2 runs to Saturday and Sunday. Yesterday you saw I did my long run to my favourite restaurant and it was highly recommend. Now I'm just doing a 5k and then that's going to be it for the week, so I thought I'd just sign the video off here. Thank you very much for watching a week of training. I really hope you enjoyed it. I am now about 2 weeks out from the Barcelona half marathon, which is my second time doing Barcelona half, so I'm excited. And yeah, if you've made it this far and you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe. I would love that. And I'll see you in the next video.